Hello everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to BYJU'S exam prep. I'm Saral Nashir with you once again today with this session which is about Narsi Monji aptitude test, the first test that we have in this MBA season of 2023 that's going to start in October sometime. Okay, so we'll start with the session soon. Before that, I'll just wait for a few more seconds for the other people also to join in. In the meanwhile, can you please confirm, am I audible to you? Am I visible to you? Can you all hear me and see me? And I'll also give you an important information. So all of you might have heard of this series before as well. So what are we going to do in this series? We are going to basically upload a video every day at 8 p.m. on the BYJU'S exam prep channel itself. So in that video, of course, we'll be discussing the aptitude solution of the questions which have appeared in CAT. So yesterday only we started with this series. We had uploaded the first video yesterday. Of course, you can watch it on our channel, YT channel. And later on, of course, today once again another video would be uploaded at 8 p.m. Then tomorrow, day after tomorrow, and that ways every day you will be having a video being uploaded over there. And do watch all these videos. I am pretty sure these are going to be beneficial for you because all of them would be actually an aptitude way of solving the questions, which everyone can actually do. Even if you do not like mathematics at all, still they are doable. That's how I would be discussing about these questions. Okay. So I think all is okay. We can start with our class now without any further delay. So शुरुआत कर देते हैं. So today we are going to talk about the NMAT topics, the one which are important for us. So to tell you a little bit about the kind of questions that have appeared in NMAT in the last few years, so the topic wise detail for them, just have a look at this table on your screen. Okay. In NMAT 2022, that is the recent NMAT, we saw that 9 questions were there from arithmetic, though this thing you will find almost every year that arithmetic has been the highest contributor in NMAT examinations. It has always been the highest. So, I mean, not only about NMAT, rather, you can say, you talk about any other exam as well, whether it is NMAT or CAT or IFT or SNAP or ZAT, whichever exam you talk about, almost in every exam, the maximum weightage is always given to arithmetic. So, this is something that you guys have to pay more attention to, that arithmetic is something that in which you have to be good, and arithmetic is something in which mostly people are comfortable. Percentages, profit loss and discount, ratio proportion, averages, time, speed and distance, time and work. These are all those areas in which mostly we people are comfortable because we have studied them in the school time itself. It's easy for us. But last year there was a surprise element as well, though not that before also we had, not many questions on modern mathematics, but last year there were a good 9 questions from modern mathematics, which was equivalent to that of arithmetic. Okay. In 2021, I had 6 questions on modern math. It was still the second largest area. The year before that, it was the second largest area along with data sufficiency. A year before that, it was the second largest area along with data sufficiency. So once again, you would see that when I talk about NMAT, the two most important areas in QA, I'm currently not talking about data interpretation. If I talk about quantitative ability, the two most important areas are arithmetic and modern maths. Modern maths is basically permutation, combination, probability, set theory, Venn diagram. That all is a part of modern mathematics. So these two areas have been the most important areas from the perspective of Narsi Monji aptitude test. So therefore, you just have to pay more attention towards these. Now, conceptually, we have studied all of these areas, right? For CAT or for any other exam, you would have already done them. But in NMAT, it used to happen that the level of difficulty was slightly on the lower side with respect to these exams. But what I've seen in the last 2-3 years that they have actually increased that difficulty level as well, right? So it has been leveled up. in the last few years. Now, I can't say that NMAT is one of those exams which are slightly on the easier side. I cannot compare it or I cannot keep it with exams like SNAP, TISNET, CMAT. These are easy ones. SNAP, TISNET, CMAT, Maharashtra CT, these are the easier ones. Now, NMAT somehow would come in the category of CAT, IFT or Z as far as the difficulty level of the questions is concerned in quant section. So therefore, you just have to do a good practice of the questions on the areas which is mentioned on your screen. So good afternoon, Nishank Mathur. Good afternoon, Virendra Singh. And good afternoon to everyone else who is there right now. So I'm sure that you all have understood this point that I mentioned on this screen. Arithmetic, the most important area, whichever the exam is, just keep working on arithmetic, whatever you are working on, or whatever you are doing alongside with that. But arithmetic is something you can't just keep it aside. Okay, keep practicing it. From NMAT's perspective, modern maths becomes important. From Z's perspective, geometry might become important, right? From CAT's perspective, algebra might become important. From IFT's perspective, geometry and modern maths, they both might become important. So therefore, you just have to work on the other things after working on arithmetic. Arithmetic is the must. Okay. Let us discuss some questions now from previous year NMAT papers. We'll be doing some good questions today and we'll be discussing them, starting with question number 1 here on your screen. So please try this first. So here is the first question on your screen. Okay, I'm sure all of you have seen the question. Let's start discussing it. Okay, and one thing that I want to say, do not look at the solutions of these questions from the perspective of NMAT only. देखिए किसी क्वेश्चन में अगर कुछ भी नया सीख रहे हैं हम लोग, that might be useful for the other exams as well. It's not that it's a question of NMAT, तो जो भी मैं करा रहा हूँ वो NMAT के लिए ही मतलब फायदेमंद रहेगा. The kind of solutions that we discuss, this might be used in the other exams too. And therefore only when I talk about that series Quant Hua Saral, in which we uploaded the first video yesterday, if any one of you would have seen that video, you would have seen it. It's not CAT specific. It can be used in any of the examinations where quantitative aptitude is there. Those kind of questions, those kind of solutions can be applied in any of the exams where you have quantitative aptitude. Whether you are writing an SSC exam, you are writing UPSC exam, you are writing RBI exam or bank PO, wherever you have questions which are based upon quantitative aptitude, you can use these things which we discussed in that video. If anyone of you have seen this, I'm sure that you can definitely authenticate whatever I am saying. So please do watch those as well. Plus, while we are discussing these questions, please watch the solution very carefully. Here he says Robert's saving is 25% less than Michael's saving. So Michael's saving से Robert की saving 25% कम है. Now 25% can easily be calculated when the number is a multiple of 4. So let us say Michael's saving is 4. So Robert's saving would be 3. Right? ध्यान दीजिएगा, धीरे धीरे करके मैं बताऊंगा how can you actually make it easy for you. Robert's saving is 25% less than Michael's saving. So I assumed the Michael's saving as 4. So Robert's saving would become 3. Emily's saving is 20% less than Robert's saving. Now this is 20% less than Robert's saving. 20% is 1 by 5. So Robert's saving should be a multiple of 5 so that we can easily calculate 20% of that. So I'm saying just multiply all by 5. 5 4s are 20, 5 3s are 15. Now I can easily say that Emily's savings are 20% less than 15. So 15 minus 20% of 15, it becomes 12. Then Olivia's saving is 35% less than Emily's saving. Now 35% means 35 by 100, or you can also say 7 by 20. Now I have to subtract 7 by 20 of the number. Now once again there is a problem. I have the number 12. I cannot calculate 7 by 20 of that. It will be in fractions. I mean I can calculate, but it will be in fraction because I'm getting 5 in the denominator. So once again let's multiply all of them by 5. So this would be 100, 20 into 5. This would be 75, 12 into 5. And now I can easily calculate 35% of 60. It will be equal to 21. 60 minus 21, Olivia's saving would be 39. सो एज एंड व्हेन नीडेड, राइट, जैसी जरूरत होती रहती है उसी के हिसाब से वी कीप ऑन मल्टीप्लाइंग विद अ नंबर टू कीप थिंग्स इन इंटीग्रल मैनर. ठीक है, यही बात कर रहे हैं ना हम लोग यहां पे कि वो इंटीजर्स में रहे. सो दिस इज हाउ वी आर कीपिंग ऑल ऑफ देम इन इंटीजर्स. नाउ ही सेज if Michael gave 33% of his savings to Olivia. Now how do we calculate 33%? Michael gave 33% of his savings to Olivia. Michael is already 100. So what is 33% of 100? It is straight away 33. So he has given 33 to Olivia and 19.2% of his savings to Emily. 19.2 of this to Emily. So Emily will have 19.2 more. So now Olivia's savings are 72. Emily's savings are 79.2. What is the question asking you this time? Question says, what would be Emily's new saving would be what percentage of Olivia's new saving? So this Emily's saving is what percentage of Olivia? 79.2 is what percentage of 72? It clearly shows that 79.2 is 7.2 more than 72. That means 10% more. So 10% more means 110% times of it. So my answer for this question will be option D, that is 110%. That's how we can answer the questions a little faster. What if we consider Robert's saving as X? It will be difficult for you, right? Robert's saving is less than Michael's saving. So in that case, if you assume Robert's saving, then that divided by 1.25 would be Michael's saving. So that divided by 0.75 would be Michael's saving. So that should not be done. You should always be assuming the number from which a percentage has to be added or subtracted. जो base होता है उसको assume करते हैं rather than the other number. If I say B is 50% more than A, आप B को थोड़ी assume करोगे, आप A assume करोगे, so that straight away we can increase 50% to get B. B assume करोगे, then you have to divide by 1.5 to get the value of A. So that does not make any sense. I hope you got my point, Mayank. Okay. So this was the first question that have appeared in NMAT. I am sure you have understood something or learned something new that I discussed over here. Just assume numbers. Whenever you feel, oh, had this number been a multiple of 5, things would have been easy. Just multiply all of them by 5. Then you feel, no, had it been a multiple of 3, things would have been easy. Just multiply all of them by 3. So that ways, if it is your assumption, you can anytime multiply it by anything of your choice to make your job easy. Okay. So for the first question, the answer is 110%. I'm sure all of you got it. I'll move ahead now to question number 2 now. Question number 2 on your screen is here. Oh, Mayank, yes, we can take it as x, but in that case, you will have the other values as 0.7x, then 0.7x into 0.8, then 0.7x into 0.8x into 0.65. So that way things become slightly difficult for us. You can take so, I mean, don't have a problem, but I always feel that taking numbers makes the thing easy for us. Here we have question number 2 on logarithm, once again from NMAT only, Narsi Monji aptitude test. If log of x by 2y plus log of 2y by x is equal to log of x plus 2y, then which of the following is true? I'm sure all of you know the rules of logarithm. It's an easy question though. Let us start doing it. So first of all, we have log m plus log n. We all know that log m plus log n is log mn. So it is log of x by 2y into 2y by x. So log mn. So 2y would cancel out, x and x would cancel out. So my left hand side would become log 1. Left hand side would become log 1. And log 1 is 0. So ultimately I have log 1 is equal to log of x plus 2y. Either you can write 0 and then 10 to the power 0 would be x plus 2y. Or you can also say, by taking anti-log on both sides, I can say x plus 2y is equal to 1. Question says, which of the following is true? If x plus 2y is 1, can I say 4x plus 4y is 4? The answer is no. Can I say 2x plus 4y is 0? No, 2x plus 4y will be 2, not 0. This is also gone. From here, this 2x can be taken on the other side. It will become 2x plus 4y is equal to 2. Yes, that's true, right? By taking 2x on the other side, you will get 2x plus 4y is 2, which is nothing but exactly double of this. So C option is the correct answer for this question number 2. So this was an easy one. Simply based upon the logarithm rules, we all know log m plus log n is log mn, and the moment you multiply mn, you get 1. The things become easy for you. So the correct answer for this question was option C, that is x plus 2y is equal to 1. So as Virendra said, the answer is E. Similarly, when I solved this question initially, I thought x plus 2y is 1. None of them is looking like x plus 2y is equal to 1. So my answer should be none of these. So I would always say that always pay attention towards the option before marking. ये बहुत common mistake होती है, बहुत लोगों की होती है. So please do not make such mistakes. Always look at the options. Is there any way that I can get x plus 2y is equal to 1 into any of these forms? Right? If it is there, then think for it, look for it. Otherwise you can move ahead and say none of these. But हाँ, ध्यान जरूर दीजिए ऐसे ऑप्शंस के केस में. So that was question number 2. It was an easy question. I'm sure all of you understood my point. Virendra, you as well. Others, whoever is listening to me, Ishank, Mayank, Vikrant, and everyone, I'm assuming that it is clear to all of you. Let's move ahead to the next question. Question number 3 on our screen is here now. This is question number 3 from NMAT. What is the right answer for this question? Let's have a look at this as well. Any answer from anyone? Let's have a look at this now. How many numbers between 71 and 271 are divisible by 2 or 3 but not by 6? So I'm talking about multiples of 2, 3 and 6 in this range. The first multiple of 2 or 3 or 6 is 72. The last number is 2 or by divisible by 2 or 3 or 6 is 270. So basically, anyways, he was saying between these. So I would say from 72 to 270, how many numbers are divisible by 2 or 3 but not by 6? Now, can I say 72 to anyways is divisible by 6 and I do not need multiples of 6? So above 72, there are a total of 198 numbers up to 270. If you start counting from 73 up to 270, we have a total of 198 numbers. Out of these 198 numbers, how many of them are divisible by 2? It is 99. Out of these 198 numbers, how many of them are divisible by 3? That is 66. Out of these 198 numbers, how many of them are divisible by 6? That is 33. So there are 99 numbers which are a multiple of 2. There are 66 numbers which are a multiple of 3. There are 33 numbers which are a multiple of 6. These 33 numbers, they have been counted here as well as here. I do not need them at all. So they have to be subtracted twice because I want to subtract them from here as well as from here. So अगर ये पूरा calculate करोगे, this will come out to be 99 only. So the correct answer for this question is option B, that is 99. There are 99 numbers between 71 and 271 which are divisible by 2 or 3, but they are not divisible by 6. 99 becomes the right answer now. I hope it is understood, guys. Can you please confirm it once? समझ आ रहा है आप सब लोगों को ये? That was question number 3 from NMAT. अगर समझ आ रहा है तो then please do press the like button as well. Okay, if you are understanding whatever I have talked about, please do press the like button too. Okay, let's move on now to the next question. Question number 4. Question number 4 on your screen is here now. Here we have question number 4 now. It's an easy question. We have not got an answer yet. Let's start solving it. It says there are 8 pairs of yellow sandals and there are 6 pairs of blue sandals. These are kept in a bag and the sandals are drawn one at a time. To ensure that at least one pair of yellow sandals is taken out, find the number of sandals required to be drawn out. We want at least one pair of yellow sandals. Now, if we want at least one pair of yellow sandals, how many should be taken out? And we want to ensure this. To ensure, you will just be thinking about the worst possible scenario. Okay? The worst possible scenario is I want a yellow pair, but every time I take out a blue pair only. So there are 6 blue pairs. Can I say when I take out 12 sandals, even then there is a possibility I do not have a single piece of the yellow sandals with me because all 12 might be from blue sandals. So I definitely cannot ensure at this stage that I have got a yellow pair. Now after these 12 sandals, whichever 13th sandal would come, that would be a yellow one. But there are 8 pairs of yellow sandals. There is a possibility the 13th one that comes as yellow, it might be of right fit, okay, right foot. The 14th also might also be of the right foot. 15th also might be of the right foot. So what is happening now? The next 8 sandals, they all are of the same foot. So still a pair has not been formed. So even after taking out 20 sandals, I cannot say a pair has been formed because there is a possibility. The worst scenario is I got all blue sandals and 8 sandals of the same fit. Okay. The moment I have one more sandal, this one sandal has to be from one of the pairs of these yellow sandals from which the other one has already been out in these 8 sandals. When I have, let's say, the right sandal of all the 8 pairs, if I have the right one of all the 8 pairs, now whenever I get the next sandal, it would be of the left foot. And if it is of the left foot, then it definitely belongs to one of the pairs. So therefore, I can say the moment I take that out, I can surely say that now a pair has been drawn out. So 21 is the right answer for us, that after taking 21 sandals, I would be able to say that yes, now I can ensure that I have got at least one yellow pair. Okay, everyone. I hope you got my point here. So 21 is the right answer for question number 4. For such kind of questions, this is the general approach. That is, you should always look for the worst scenario. बुरे से बुरा क्या हो सकता है? So the worst possible scenario is कि जो मुझे चाहिए वो नहीं आ रहा. तो अगर जो मुझे चाहिए वो नहीं आएगा तो क्या क्या आ सकता है? Just keep the maximum possible areas for those. Find them out, and the moment we have one more, the case would be formed which is required. I'll move ahead from here. That is question number 4 now. आगे बढ़ते हैं question number 5 की तरफ. On your screen, it is here. Here we have question number 5 with us. Can I expect an answer from anyone on this question number 5? Okay, Vedant has answered. Let's see what is the right answer for this question. On his birthday, Oliver received a certain amount of money from his father. Oliver invested half of his amount at 10% simple interest, and the remaining amount, that means remaining half, at 10% compound interest. So some amount, half of the amount is put at 10% SI, half of the amount is put at 10% CI. Okay. At the end of 2 years, now when 2 years have passed, you will get a total of 20% in simple interest, and you will get a total of 21% in compound interest, because compound interest is like successive percentage change. So 10% at compound interest, in 2 years it will become 21%, whereas 10% at simple interest would in 2 years would become 20%. Now for both of them the principal is same, that is half of the amount given to Oliver, right? He says the difference between the interest received on these two amounts is $12. Now percentage wise difference between them is 1%. Question says it is $12. If 1% is equal to $12, that means the amount is $1,200. So the amount invested at SI is $1,200. Amount invested at CI is $1,200. That means the amount given to him by his father was $2,400. So the right answer for the question is option D. Vedant, I think you made a silly mistake here. Virendra got it correct. So $2,400 is the right answer. 1,200 was the amount invested on SI and 1,200 was the amount invested on CI. But overall, it is equal to 2,400. That gives us the right answer for this question. I hope it is understood. That was question number 5 for all. It is absolutely clear now. No doubt about it. Right? I'll move ahead from here from question number 5. Now, next move on to question number 6. Question number 6, once again from NMAT, is here on your screen. I did by reverse option approach. Okay, okay. So here is question number 6. Let me see how many of you answer that correctly. Okay, I think we can start doing this as well. Working for 12 hours a day, a group of men can complete a piece of work in 18 days. If 10 persons are excluded from the group, the remaining group can complete the same work in 24 days, working 15 hours a day. First of all, I'll stop here. Let us say X men can do a job in 18 days if they are working 12 hours per day. If they are working 12 hours per day. He says if 10 men are excluded, so the number of men would become X minus 10. 10 men are excluded, so X minus 10 men are there. They can complete the work in 24 days. They can complete the work in 24 days, working 15 hours a day. They are working 15 hours a day. So first of all, I can say X into 18 into 12 is equal to X minus 10 into 24 into 15. And from there, I can easily calculate the value of X first of all. So 6 3s are 18, 6 4s are 24, 4 3s are 12, 3 5s are 15. So what do I have over here? 3x is equal to 5x minus 50, or x is equal to 25. So that is there are 25 men. So 25 men can do the job in 18 days if they are working 12 hours per day. Now what is the question asking you? He says if 5 men are added to the original group, that means now if we have 30 men, find the number of days required to complete the same work if they work 10 hours a day. So I have to find out the number of days now. Let's call it y. So once again I can say 25 into 18 into 12 is equal to 30 into y into 10. यहां से y आएगा तो वो हमारा आंसर है. So 5 5s are 25, 5 6s are 30, and 5 2s are 10, and 6 3s are 18, and 2 6 are 12. So I get y is equal to 18. So they can complete the job in 18 days. That is the right answer for us. I mean, it's a basic question which is based upon time and work, and it has appeared in NMAT before. So these are the kind of questions that NMAT would be asking you. I'm assuming that you all know about these rules that I have discussed over here. M1 into D1 into H1 is equal to M1 into M2 into D2 into H2. ये हम लोग use ही करते आए हैं, right? Of course, you can use other approaches as well to do these questions. जैसे मैं कई बार proportionality से करता हूँ. I teach my students proportionality in these cases. तो आप proportionality से भी कर सकते हैं. You can also do it by the formulas here. So whichever approach suits you, you can just go by that. That will give you the answer. That was question number 6. I'll move ahead now to the next question. Question number 7 on your screen is here now. A question from modern maths. Out of the 12 arithmetic questions and X algebra questions, the probability of randomly selecting two algebra questions is 5 by 23. Find the value of X. Let's do it together. करते हैं. Out of the 12 arithmetic and X algebra question, probability of randomly selecting two algebra questions is this. What are the total cases? Out of 12 plus X questions, I have to select two. So can I say it is 12 plus X C2? And what are the favorable cases? That both of them are algebra questions. That is X C2. Out of these X, those two questions would be there. That is the favorable cases. So my probability is given as xc2 divided by 12 plus xc2. This is equal to 5 by 23, right? And then I have to solve it for x. This is a slightly difficult approach. Though I would always say if the denominator has got 23, which is a prime number in it, that means the total number of questions would be either 24 or 22, something like that, so that 23 comes over there. I have 12 arithmetic questions. So value of x should most probably be 11, right? It can be 12 as well, because if there are 12 algebra questions, total would be 24. 24C2, the value of 24C2 is 24 into 23 by 2, because of which 23 can come in the denominator. Or if x is 11, total number of questions is 23C2, and 23C2 is 23 into 22 by 2, and because of that also we can have 23 in the denominator. But most probably my answer will have either 11 or 12 as the value of x. Let's try with 11. 11 try kar lete hain. If 11 is there, so value of x is 11, then I will have 11C2 divided by 23C2. What is 11C2? 11 into 10 by 2. 23C2, 23 into 22 by 2. दोनों का divided by 2 would cancel out. 11 2s are 22, 2 5s are 10, and yes, it exactly gives you 5 by 23, which is what the question is asking you. Therefore, I can say option B is the right answer. In such questions, you should never make equations and solve. When options are given to you, always try to use options. Rather, यहाँ तो ऑप्शंस की भी जरूरत नहीं थी, वैसे भी दिख रहा है 23, अगर मेरे सामने ऑप्शंस नहीं है, हाउ कैन आई गेट 23 इन द डिनोमिनेटर? द फर्स्ट थिंग दैट विल कम टू माय माइंड इज कि शायद 12 प्लस 11 रहा होगा तभी 23 आएगा, और 24C2 करते वक्त आएगा. दो देर आर अदर पॉसिबिलिटीज एज वेल. हो सकता है 23 नहीं 46 आया हो. वैल्यू ऑफ एक्स माइट बी इक्वल टू 34 और 35, कि 12 प्लस 34 46 बन गया हो, या 47C2 की वजह से 46 आया हो. बट एटलीस्ट द फर्स्ट थिंग दैट आई ट्राई विद इज 11 एंड 12. ऑप्शंस अगर गिवन है तो काफी आसान है. ऑप्शंस नहीं है, स्टिल we can at least try with 11 12 first, and then for the some other values which can give us the idea कि मेरा आंसर किसके आसपास आएगा. Okay, I am assuming that you guys have understood this question as well. सबको समझ आ गई है ये बात? No doubt about it, right guys? Is that correct? Should I assume it is clear to everyone? And I repeat, please do press the like button if you have understood, because that is the only fee that you are paying for these sections. Otherwise, they are free for everyone. लेकिन अगर आपको ठीक लगता है तो please do that. चलिए, this brings us to the last question of the day. That is question number 8 on your screen. Now, it's a question based upon data sufficiency. So, please try this. There is a question. These are the 5 options. तो पहले आप एक बार ट्राई कर लीजिए, फिर हम उसको ऑप्शंस में ले जाएंगे. Here is the last question. Let us start discussing this question as well. It says there are two statements. We have to find out which statement is sufficient to answer the question. What is the question? Age of Justin is 2 years less than the age of Samuel. So let us say the age of Samuel is X. So age of Justin is X minus 2. And ages of Larry and Scott are 2 and 6 years more than Samuel. So Larry and Scott के लिए मैं SC use कर ले रहा हूँ. So Larry is 2 years more than Samuel and Scott is 6 years more than Samuel. So find the age of Scott. I have to find out the value of X plus 6. Basically I have to find out X. Once X is there, X plus 6 would automatically be found out. Statement 1 क्या कहती है? The average age of Larry and Justin taken together. Larry and Justin taken together. What is their average? Can I say their average is X? X minus 2 और X plus 2 के बीच में X आता है. That is their average. It is 4 years less than the average age of Larry and Scott taken together. Larry और Scott की average अगर निकालते हैं तो इन दोनों के बीच में X plus 4 आता है. And X is 4 less than X plus 4. It does not give us any information. ये तो वैसे भी पता है that X is 4 less than X plus 4. So this statement is useless for us. Let's talk about the second one. The age of Scott, which is equal to X plus 6, is 20% more than, that is 1.2 times, of the average age of Justin and Larry taken together. इन दोनों की average. अब इन दोनों की average तो फिर से X ही है. So it is 20% more than X. So from here I can say 1.2x is equal to X plus 6. Or I can say X is equal to 30. अगर X 30 आ गया तो ये भी आ गया. That means second statement alone is sufficient to answer the question, but first alone is not sufficient to answer it. So if I look at the options, option B says if data in statement 1 alone is sufficient to answer the question, sorry, 2 alone, while the data in 1 alone is not sufficient to answer. That's my answer. Therefore, option B should be the right answer for this question. And that was the last question of the day. Okay. These are the kind of questions that appear in Nasi Monji aptitude test. If any one of you is appearing for the exam, you would understand it by yourself that the exam, though it's not very difficult now, but it is also not very easy. An exam which lies somewhere in between the two. Okay. So therefore, that's all about today's session. And we are having this brilliant offer for all of you nowadays, that there is a 3-day free trial that we are offering you, where you can just take a free, you can say, tour of our app. What all things are there, how do we teach, what all things do we teach. So you can take a complete tour of it for 3 days, and after that you can decide whether you want to study with us or not, prepare with us or not. And these are our brilliant results from last year from the online classroom program. The top 5 results, of course, there are many more, but the top 5 people, their percentiles are mentioned over here. If you also want to be a part of this, so please join us for our comprehensive program, where we provide you engaging videos, live sessions, mock tests with video solutions, practice questions. There are so many things, along with GDPI WET preparation as well, and therefore we call it a comprehensive program. Also, if you want to take admission, of course, a scholarship can help you, and you can also get a scholarship by appearing for this test on 25th of June at 11 a.m. on BYJU'S exam prep app, where you can get up to 90% scholarship on our CAT preparation programs. So go for it, guys. There is another important information now, another piece of information, that on the BYJU'S exam prep app on 17th of June at 7 p.m., that is tomorrow at 7 p.m., you have a session with Mr. Gautam Bawa, and he'll be in talk with Vipula, one of our students who is an IIM Ahmedabad convert, and he'll be talking about it, that okay, what all was her strategy for preparation, what all things have been done. So all those things they would be discussing in that session. So join them in that session so that you also get to know that what did Vipula do to get into IIM Ahmedabad, and how far you from that, or how close are you to that. Okay. We are also available on all of these media handles. You can find us on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Telegram, and on the Android as well. That's all from my side, guys. Thank you very much. I'm sure you liked the class. We'll meet again now. So Mayank कुछ कह रहे हैं sir, I am reappearing for NMAT, got 216 last time. What should be my target this time? Mayank, target at least 240 because last year also the cutoffs were very close to that. So target at least 240. In that case, probably you can be almost sure of having a call from NMAT. Okay. Surely, so that's all, guys. Thank